that is now recording. How have you been? What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Went to Altrincham yesterday. Good game.
Oh, yeah?
Chesterfield dominated and then Altrincham bagged two in the last 10 minutes.
What, 2-0?
No, they were 1-0 down.
Oh, were they? Oh,
So,
decent.
yeah, good for them. Let's try. I got a good stream for the box and then fell asleep, so that was good.
Oh, nightmare. Yeah, I was scrambling around for a decent stream, to be fair.
It's all quite annoying.
Yeah. What do you make of the boxing? Did you see? You obviously saw the incident.
Uh,
Is it below the belt? It was on the belt, wasn't it?
yeah, it's annoying. I think it's. I don't know. I still really care. I'm glad he's come through
It's a
it.
good point. It's a good point. I don't care.
I'd rather see Usyk fight Fury than Dubois. So I'm just like, let's get out of the way.
Definitely. Yeah, you're right there.
And
Definitely.
Tony Bellew and Carl Froch said they both think it's a low blow, so that's good enough for me.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It's the kind of thing you can't really.
You listen to the Cobra. He knows what he's on about as a Cobra.
when you haven't. It's one of those. Well, if you haven't been in boxing, you don't know. Like,
No,
you can't
yeah.
really have too much of an opinion on it.
Who was on comms? He was like adamant. Who was it? The little one.
Spencer Oliver.
No. It's like it was on the BT stream or TNT stream. The little he'd smashed my fucking head in.
Frampton.
Yeah, that's him. The little lad.
He's
he would
tiny,
fucking
though.
batter me. Yeah, he's tiny. He
He's
little
about
shit.
5'6" or something.
Yeah, I know. So
What was he saying, though?
That's average height, if you ask me. No, he was saying, like, straight away, he was like, "Oh, that's not a low blow. It's not a low blow. It's on the belt. The navel wasn't showing, and all that." So listen, might not have been a low blow for you because that'd have been in your fucking face, you short cunt. Terrible. I'll show you my beer of choice tonight. This, by the way, is unbelievable stuff. You had one?
No. Copperberg.
Well, Copperberg Lager, right, which I didn't even know was a thing.
Really?
Yeah, lemon and lime, but just tastes like shandy, mate. It's unreal. But 5%. Welcome back to JD's Matchday Mashup, sponsored by Copperberg. How about that for a little segue? No, we're not really sponsored. It'd be good if we was, so if you are watching, get in fucking touch.
What's it say? It looks like Corona or something.
Mate, honestly, it just tastes like shandy.
Shandy,
It's phenomenal.
okay.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Fair enough.
Okay, so, yeah, well, welcome back. Season 2 of the pod. Who'd have thought it, eh? Season 2 of the pod, back by popular demand. And when we say popular, a couple of people in the comments were saying, "Are you doing that podcast thing again?" Yeah, we are.
I noticed the reaction vid to the press conference went down quite well, better than the preview.
It did. Better than the footy stuff, really. Yeah, listen, we'll do whatever. Just tell us what sport you're into and we'll make a podcast around it. Because the footy one ain't fucking working.
I was thinking today it would be good to do, like, someone mentioned, I was looking over some old comments. Someone said about doing a live one when a match is on. It would have been good, like, today would have been a great one to do.
Today would have been a good one. Unfortunately, I was into David Lloyd, playing a bit of tennis.
Oh, yeah, you said you're getting into tennis.
Yeah.
What, in
big
Kingswood?
time. Don't give that away. Yeah, I'll bleep that out. That's what I was, yeah. But no, I'm going with our mate Stu, but he's fucking miles better at sport, mate. He's better at every sport than me. It's actually kind of annoying, to be honest. And I've been like mates with Stu since I was, a wee boy, and I've never beat him at any sport, and it does my fucking head in actually. If you are, you probably won't even watch this little shit out. So if you are watching, throw me a game or two, would you? Fuck me. It's hard going, and the thing is, I know I know him so well. I know he's given me a couple of games because he felt bad. 6-2, 6-2-6-1 was the sets.
I bet he hardly moved, didn't he?
Right, this is it. So after we finished, we both had our watches on, And I said, I've done about 10,000 steps there. Yeah, I've done nowhere near. So he doesn't even move. He doesn't break sweat. I have to go and get showered after it and everything. Okay, I'll meet you in the club, mate. Absolute arsehole.
Are you a member there?
Platinum.
Yeah, it's good courts today with like the indoor ones.
Oh, they're fantastic. They're superb, you know. And I make use out of it. I'm running all over the shop on it. I really do get my money's worth. You know, Stu's not getting his money's worth. He's not even barely touches the court.
Did he take you to City on Friday as well?
Oh, man, it was phenomenal. Yeah, he did. He took us to executive box. Well, no, not executive box. It was like the padded seat. We'd give them a run for the money, actually, the padded seat people. But yeah, it was class. You know, he picked me up. I was chauffeur driven, actually. He picked me up. We went there. The guy was waiting out front. He works with. Introduced ourselves and stuff, and there was about 10 of us all sat on a table, got their bottles of wine out. They said, hey, get rid of the wine, we want some jugs of beer. So we had like beer on ice and stuff, Pravas, absolutely lovely little number. So as many of them as you want, all free course dinner, absolute banging free course dinner. Then half time, sausage roll. Joey, would you like a beer at half time? Yes, please, get one fucking there for me, would you? Please and thank you. And then full time cheese board, unbelievable cheese board, right, with a quiz. So we did like a full time quiz. It was honestly brilliant.
That's it.
Yeah.
Was there any guest speakers?
There was, pardon me. Yeah, Matt Duke.
I think I saw that on Instagram actually.
Yeah, you know he's I wouldn't say you're built for public speaking, Matt. If you are watching. You're very quiet. You didn't really look in the audience, and you just he was out of there.
Fair enough.
But
one. Did he mention his prosthetic ball?
No. Yeah, they did actually. I think. Yeah, they did mention his cancer. So it wasn't quite as light-hearted as you made it, but.
What? Anyway, to go.
The guy doing it like on the mic.
Alex Burgess, isn't it?
Is that who it is?
He used to be on Humberside, yeah.
Oh, really?
Bit of a Partridge character.
Yes, massively. He like made me and Stu were in stitches a couple of times for things he did. Because he obviously played against Swansea, didn't he? For Bradford in the like Carling Cup or something, wasn't it? Final at Wembley.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and got tonked 5-0. So he was asking him about it. He's like, I don't really want to talk about that. But then he got sent off as well, didn't he, in that game?
What, Wembley?
So, yeah, he got sent off at Wembley.
Really?
So it's like, I'll talk about it up to 55 minutes. But the Alex Birch was going, so obviously you played against Aston Villa, who were a Premier League side at the time. He was like, well, it was Swansea on the day. And that Birch just had his head in his hands like. Very Partridge. But no, it was good. Really enjoyed it. Very much enjoyed it.
Yeah, Ponty City threw the game away, didn't they?
Yeah, I couldn't give a fuck about the game, to be honest.
It's not about the footballers' nights, is it?
I literally couldn't care. But yeah, mate stitched up a bit actually, because he was like, oh, it's like smart, you have to go smart. So I was there in like full on shirt, trousers. I looked like I was at a wedding. Maybe not they do, but certainly the after do. And he just turned up in a polo and a pair of chinos. And I was like, this is the first time I'm meeting all your workmates and I'm going to look like a dickhead. And it was a pale blue top as well, so I was sweating. Yeah. Sure. But yeah, no, City, yeah. I ain't got nuts. They
yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I wasn't asked. I wasn't there for the football.
Leeds had a bit of a wild game, didn't they?
They did, you know. If anything, whilst I was at City, I was spitting and doing stuff like that.
Smarking.
At one point, actually, yeah. At one point, I did this, pretending like in the crowd, like I was going. Yeah. So the Leeds fans knew what I was doing. But obviously, there's no Leeds fans there, but you know, yeah, Leeds tops the every game. Do you know what? I've been slagging them off all week, haven't I? I've been slagging them off all week, but the Championship's so mad. Like they're now sitting in an alright spot.
Oh yeah.
So and it's a marathon, not a sprint. So I should really get off their backs.
Yeah, I saw some people being very positive about it. Leeds fans like saying if they keep the squad as it is, you'll be all right.
Well, that's the thing. If you half of them 2 weeks ago, half of them didn't want to be there, and it looked awful, didn't it? And it looked like it was in turmoil. But yeah, like I say, if you can keep them, then use them, utilize them. That's what I say.
Did you watch any Premier League on Saturday?
I did, yeah, but I can't remember. I can't remember what games there were.
Big
Remind me the
Ange.
games, I'll tell you.
Big Ange looking like he's a positive influence for Spurs.
Do you know what I watched? I watched actually Spurs. Then I was flicking on the 3 p.m. So I've got that dodgy box. So I can watch them all. So I was watching mainly Arsenal because of my fantasy team. I wanted Odegaard and Saka to do well. And then what was the 5 p.m. kickoff? Half hour.
Brighton West Ham.
Brighton West Ham. Watched that. Lost some money on that. Back betting. I'm back. You'll be pleased to know, sports fans. Yeah, and then didn't watch Man City this morning because I was like David Lloyd, but then did watch Liverpool. So I've actually watched fucking loads of football this week. Ask me anything.
Well, what can I ask you? I thought it was funny, the Arsenal game. I was enjoying it because when they turned it back, so they're losing 1-0, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Ramsdale had a bit of a shocker.
Did you see Sky Sports, by the way? This is on that topic. Like, Sky Sports are savages now on social medias. Like, Ramsdale had a shocker, didn't he? And Onana had a shocker as well. And they've, like, made, like, viral memes, like TikToks about them. Imagine waking up to that and just like, just check the Sky Sports news. Oh, for fuck's sake. They're absolutely brutal. When did that become a thing? When did Sky Sports News start trolling people?
Do anything, might they, for clicks? Not like us.
Yeah, not like us.
The Arsenal game, I thought, is when they got the second Arsenal, it was like, and then there was the red card for Fulham. They were all like having a party, the Arsenal fans, and then they got fucking pegged back. I was loving it.
Yeah, I know.
Even though we need someone to challenge Man City.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, and I can't see where it's going to come from other than Arsenal. So at the minute, like, I do have a little soft spot for them. I've always I don't hate Arsenal. I don't think. I think like they're a nice side, aren't they? Do you know what I mean?
The fact. I just remember when I went to watch Hull in the FA Cup final and we lost narrowly.
Yeah.
And in the stadium, I was like, fair enough. Like, obviously disappointing, but you can accept it. And then outside the ground, the Arsenal fans are being horrendous.
Was Arsenal fan TV out there, were they?
Very sore winners, not sore winners, bad winners. So after that, I was like, yeah, they can fuck off. But
what do you think to this Big Ange?
Yeah, a bit of something different, isn't he?
He is. What do you make of his like press conferences? Because he's like really dry, isn't he? Sense of humour.
I quite like it. It's no nonsense. It's not so much is sanitised now, and he's not like that.
Yeah.
I saw him on TNT, whatever it's called.
Is that where they were putting a mic on him?
Yeah, like introduce yourself, mate, or something.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he's got a bit about him, to be fair, hasn't he?
Nah, I like him.
Harry Kane scored again today, twice, I think.
Yeah, who cares? Nah, fair play to him.
I'm invested.
It's funny that if Tottenham do go, I still think he should have stayed, but I know I'm in the minority there. But anyway, Madison do.
They're looking good. They're actually looking alright, aren't they?
Maybe like the bet. That's a mad statement. They can't be better off without him, but it might have. I don't know. Allowed them to change.
Do you think it's similar to? I think it's similar to when Bale went and they had all that money, but they just didn't know what to do with it. So they bought like 9 players, didn't they? And it was fucking chaos. And they all turned out shit.
The current Banter club has got to be Everton.
Oh my god, they're shocking, aren't they? Yeah.
It's hilarious. The game yesterday was mad. They missed a lot of chances.
Yeah, they did. They've been threatening to go down for a few seasons, haven't they? And they've been clinging on to this little, we've never gone down, Just go down.
Yeah.
Go down. Have a little rebuild. Come back.
I could see Daesh turning it around maybe, but they're not really in a position to sack him, are they?
At one point, remember like how good Everton were at one point under Moyes?
20 years ago, yeah.
I know, but they were mad. They were like these young'uns out there won't realise how good Everton were. They were class. Arteta, Cahill, unreal. Don't like that. Chef's kiss. I just forgot to do that.
They did finish.
Honestly,
they finished in top four, didn't they? But they lost the qualifier for Champions League.
Yeah, absolute killer. Going back to Spurs very briefly, I love Maddison. I'm back. I'm on the Maddison hype train. I wasn't before. I thought he was an arrogant little prick, but I actually love him. Did you see that? He posted it on his own TikTok actually today. Did you see? He was like taking a corner. He was walking over to take a corner. You seen it?
Yeah.
And the fans are giving him absolute pelters, saying, "We agree with Southgate. We think you shit," or something. So he's like put the ball slightly outside the quadrant, and they've all gone ah. He's rolled it back on, give a little wink, and said, "What were you worried about?" Honestly, fucking hilarious. That is great banter.
Yeah, it's the perfect way to shut him up.
That's brilliant, and he's won me round.
Oh yeah, he's a good player. Would have been great to see him with Kane. Just leave it though.
We get it. You wanted him to stay.
Yeah, Man United. Did they go 2-0 down? Was it 1-0?
Yeah, 2-0 down in 6 minutes.
That's wild, isn't it? I didn't watch the highlights, but
do you know what? I was actually up early enough to watch Match of the Day today.
Blimey, what's that? 7:30 or something?
Something like that, yeah. I'll tell you. I'll tell you what I did on Saturday, which is mental. So, because I was out all night Friday night, I felt like we can do whatever Grace wants to do on Saturday. And what Grace wanted to do was go to the beach for sunrise. So I was up at 5:30 with the dog.
Was it even good weather?
It was, luckily. And it was nice at the beach, but mate, I was absolutely fucked. And for the rest of the day, I couldn't keep my eyes open. So...
That's mad.
In fact, Jake Humphreys, if you want to get me on, I am now part of the 5 AM club. So get me on, I'll talk about high performance and whatnot.
You've been out all this weekend?
Do you know what? I've not been out. Other than Friday night, obviously I had, just drinks at the ground, but no, I haven't been out at all. I don't know what it is. Mainly because I don't think my mates have had out on this week. But we're in that period of our lives now, though, where we don't go out every week like we used to.
No, they're saying that on the radio today. They reckon that people just save up for stuff now.
Yeah.
Like save up for big events.
Yeah, I have got a few big things coming up. I'm off to see Pete Kay twice in this next couple of weeks, which is nuts.
You've already been on, yeah?
Yeah, I've already been one. I'm just a massive fan. I love comedy. I'm always learning.
Totally forgot about the KSI tickets on Friday.
Yeah, I was going to say, I bet they were sold out within seconds though.
I don't think it was seconds. By 5 o'clock it was sold out. I think anyway.
I'm surprised with that. I actually thought it'd be boom, instant.
I reckon it's gonna boot off that night.
What with?
I just think there's loads of shit going on with I know everyone thinks it's for sure, but I think when the Conor McGregor's probably going to turn up.
Oh, you're right there.
And Jake Paul's going to be in the crowd probably.
Yeah, do you think it might angle a fight between them two, Conor McGregor and Jake Paul?
I mean, Jake Paul is probably desperate for it, but
Conor McGregor's nuts at the minute, and it's a shame because I'm actually into the UFC. I've been watching it a lot actually in recent months and years.
Oh, really? Did you watch the Sugar Sean fight?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, mate, honestly.
Finish.
Yeah, it was, and he's Conor McGregor's even saying it was almost the exact same movements that he did to Aldo when he won the title. So, because he's meant to be the next McGregor, really, this Sugar Sean. But I tell you what, I did watch on the weekend. It was UFC Singapore. So, the main event was on at 5 PM. It was class. I was buzzing for it. It was Max Holloway against a guy called the Korean Zombie. That's what his name is. Right. But he's kind of iconic. He's a Korean Zombie. And he's a real cult figure in the UFC. And there was talk of it being his last fight, this Korean Zombie. So he came out, mate, I'm getting goosebumps just talk about it. He came out, right, and he was walkout music is Zombie by the Cranberries. So literally,
probably going to be the other zombie, Zombie Nation.
Oh, I thought he was going to say Jamie T. Zombie. But No, but everyone was like screaming in your hand, in your. But it was like booming, and he was like walking down. He got his ass kicked. He got his ass kicked big time. But
All right.
yeah, he got knocked out. Actually, it's fucking nuts. But so like in the ring afterwards, he was like, "Oh, I'm in the octagon. Sorry, not the ring. That'd piss people off." In the octagon, he yeah, he announced his retirement and then like put his like gloves down and like was like having a little moment to himself. Then the song come back on, everyone's singing. Oh my god, I cried. I
Sounds
cried.
like wrestling. Yeah.
Yeah, Grace was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I was like, "You just don't understand sport. You don't understand. You don't understand that a way to a man's emotions is through any sort of sport and a story." So yeah, I was no, that was class. So yeah, going back to Conor McGregor, it's a real shame to see like his decline really, because like Dana White, like Joe Rogan always said, when you got that much money, what are you actually fighting for? You're hungry when you ain't got money, and he's scrapping and stuff. But now he's got so much money, why would you want to go and get your head kicked in?
Yeah, but he's at the same time he's just so blatantly very insecure.
Oh, massively, massively.
Like going around trying to be this big character, definitely charged up on
Andy Joshua.
substances.
Oh yeah, well, we went up to Andy Joshua with that new
That with the beer, yeah.
yeah new beer he's got out. Is fucking mad, isn't he?
And call him having a pop at KSI.
Terrible. He couldn't pack eggs in an egg packing box if he worked in the factory. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Connor.
Yeah, yeah.
Connor.
But I know what you mean. That's why I quite like the fights being in Saudi because it means they're on here about 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's miles better than being real early on in the morning, isn't it?
yeah, I can't be doing with that. Yeah, the West Ham game. I was just enjoying Jared Bowen, and then
Oh, what a touch.
see Danny Dyer's Instagram
They
post.
call him Jaredona.
Yeah,
Yeah.
never heard that before. I was loving it.
No, he's fucking pissing, Dan Dyer. But my God, what a ball. What a fucking touch and what a finish. It was an
Is that
unbelievable
Michael
goal.
Owen or something on his
Yeah.
head?
Oh, it was an
Oh, Maradona.
unbelievable touch. I
Yeah,
don't
I
think
like.
people realise how hard that is to do as well. There's only a few people in the world that can do that, and I'm one of them.
With your left foot, I
On
bet
that
you
left
can,
foot. Yeah, on that left foot.
yeah, I didn't watch the Burnley game. Villa are good though. So.
Yeah.
Villa, but well, they had
Well, we're not
lost
asked.
5-0 the first game, didn't they?
Yeah, but that was to Newcastle. Who were, I don't know. Newcastle fucking decent. But even today, they were class, weren't they? For a large period of that game, they were class. But
Yeah.
Liverpool know how to get the job done. They've been there in very big fixtures before. They know how to get the job done. Newcastle, they were saying it on commentary actually. Their front line isn't elite, is it? Newcastle. It's not Champions League level, I don't think. You've got
Yeah.
Isak. I like Isak. I rate Isak. But then you've got what's his name? Anthony Gordon. He's not Champions League level. I don't think. Not starter. Um, who's on the other side? Oh, Miguel Almiron. Yeah, you had a great season last season, but again, you're not going to cut the mustard, brother. So there was a
How
few.
good is it? How good is his chance today? How good was his run?
Which one? Which one?
He nearly scored a second for Newcastle.
Oh
It was an
yeah,
amazing
hit the
run.
post. Yeah, when it hit the
Yeah,
post. Yeah, no, it was. And to be fair, he had the shot pulled out of a great save from Allison, didn't it?
that was unreal actually.
Yeah. So actually, yeah, maybe you are Champions League standard. Sorry, I'll get off your back. But
Anthony Gordon's only young as well, isn't
yeah, all right, fucking hell, they're fantastic. The best, they're the best in the Champions League. Jesus. But
he?
no,
I
I
was
think
pleased for going. Yeah,
I think they might need a couple of players more established and more clinical in front of goal to really put that game to bed.
yeah. I mean, I was pleased for Nunes. It's like first time he's really turned it on and won a game from.
Yeah, no, I've always quite liked him to be fair, even when he was a bit of a laughing stock. I know Pete Bock will be buzzing, won't he? Darwin
It's
Nunez.
me that had that song on my head. Yeah,
Yeah, he's mad in it. He's released it, in like a proper spot on Spotify. Got played on radio the other day, so
wow.
yeah, you're killing it.
Um, yeah, but my bet. So I've not really explained my bet, have I?
No, you've not. Harry's won a bet. Please do tell the fans.
So it was free bet builder. Picked a random one, didn't even look at it. I put it on Friday, 25-1. I just saw 25-1, put it on. I didn't even look what it was until today.
Friday as well. Fucking hell, patience of a saint.
But it was Trippier booking. What's his face of booking? Alexander Arnold. Well, I think they might have been the only people that got booked as well.
Nah, there's a couple more, but yeah.
How was it? Lineups.
A couple more. Someone got sent off, Harry. What game were you watching?
Well, I don't know what bookings, but it's only one other booking, is Nunes. And then both teams to score over 2.5 goals. So Nunes brought the money in for me.
Yeah, fair play to him. Yeah, well done, Nunes.
Anyway, we've not mentioned the Man City game, have we?
No, that's
Did you watch any of that?
Shit. No, I was at Pep's fucked my fantasy though up, hasn't he? Because you can't rely on him. So I made a couple of tweaks and changes, and I left Grealish on the bench this week. And Pep played him, and Grealish got an assist, didn't he? So cheers for that, Pepperino. But I'm still sitting pretty second in the league. I'm actually top of our fantasy, I think. Again, fantasy league code there, if you fancy it. We've got a few people in there, about 9 of us, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
So, well done. Yeah, I'm buzzing. So, at least 9 of you watch this pod, which is fantastic.
Did you even put the link in the description?
No. So, you've gone out your way. That is superb. I didn't even put the link in the description, because I'm slack as fuck. But yeah, so you've gone out your way to get involved with. We should have like like Crouch Fest. We should just do that, but like obviously we're not big enough for Crouch Fest, so we'll just go for a night out. So
just do it in Rose and Crown.
Just Rose and Crown. Yeah, we'll just get to Rose and Crown. We'll have a few drinks there.
Nah, fair play. And yeah, you are top of the minute. Let's have a look at the team name, shall we?
Yeah, team names are good. Man, so shit, my team name. Can you change team name halfway through season?
Yeah.
Can you?
Thank fuck. Yeah, you can, yeah.
I didn't know that. Jesus Christ. I'd have done that before we got involved in this. Because I'm humiliated.
I'm giving Ollie Duke the best team name in the league.
What's he gone for?
Bowen 747.
Yeah, like the plane. I get you. No, that's good. And you're flying as well, aren't you? How far is it?
Charlie XXX. I think that sounds too trendy for me. I'm sure
that's good.
Good name.
Charlie XCX is a female singer, and he's gone on the Charlie XCX sort of vibe, which is great pun.
Right, okay. Well, yeah, my end will be to not finish bottom. So
yeah, you're struggling.
We need to come up with a prize, don't we? Surely you can get sponsored by the end of the season.
Yeah. Does anybody want to sponsor us for this fucking prize?
Big non-league day tomorrow. Are you going to win the games?
No, I'm not tomorrow, actually. Every time I talk about my personal life on the pod, I sound like a proper old man. And I do have fun stuff going on, but no. Tomorrow, a few of us are taking our dogs for a walk in the park, and then go for, like, there's a pub there, so we'll go for a dog walk, go and have some beers, come home, and then the day after that, I'm in Peter K. I'm at Peter K. I'm not in Peter K. If you're watching, Peter.
Where's this one? Birmingham.
Birmingham. Yeah, me and my dad are going, actually. So it should be alright. Okay. We're staying over there. Because I'm skint, I've booked a hotel room there where we're sharing a hotel room, and I really don't want to do that with him. I sleep bollocker, I snore like mad, and since his cancer, he can't have a full night's sleep without getting up to be sick, basically. He's fucking always sick.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Especially if he's had a few drinks and stuff, he'll be sick. So, yeah, that'll be a fun night in the hotel room for us.
Yeah, I'm at Southport Chorley tomorrow, so that should be a cracker.
Absolute cracker. Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, like yesterday was really good.
Yeah.
Altrincham was great. But yeah, I mean, it depends in the middle of winter when it's Tuesday night. It's not ideal, but
no, I do that. Yeah, that'd be a nightmare, wouldn't it?
So I mean, you are getting paid, so
yeah, he gets paid for it, all right. Still hasn't told us his employer. My guess is Opta.
Why would I?
Just to be transparent with the fans.
Don't need the competition.
Don't need the competition. Yeah,
you've got to compete for games with people.
Have you?
So,
what, like the text and say, look, who can do this, and you've got to be quick on the
Well, no,
finger on the pulse.
you apply for the games, and then you, they weigh up your expenses along with your experience
Oh
to
yeah,
see who they give it to.
fair. Is it good money?
Um, yeah, it's all right. Champions League's coming up as well. Is it the draw this week?
It'll be coming up very soon. If not this week, it'll be next. Yeah.
So they're the big games, obviously. I think so that when the draw comes out, I can start applying for them.
And do you get? I call it like. Do you get free food and stuff like that?
Yeah, it depends where you go. Some of them are a bit weird about it. Man City stopped giving us free food last season.
Oh, Man City can fuck off. I hate Man City.
Yeah,
You're like the richest club in the world. Just fucking feed a man, would you? My God.
I think they blame the size of the press room to like anyone that's with UEFA.
So
no food.
Have you got links to like cool people then?
Links?
Yeah.
You're not really supposed to socialise with people.
That's ridiculous.
Well, we got a warning once. I think.
What world do we live in?
I think once someone had asked for a selfie with Gary Neville or something, and then the next week we got a warning saying, "Yeah, don't approach people."
Did Nev complain? Oh, Neville! You come across as a man of the people. That's awful.
I don't know if it was that particular incident, but I can't really. You can't really do that when you're in the press box. No, that's a bit.
I once got a selfie with Gary Neville. So me, Stu, and our other friend got punched. Sorry, that's a Freudian slip. The guy who went with punched me in the face. That's funny. That's a big old Freudian slip there. No, me, Stu, and our other.
It's mentioned every week there now.
Me, Stu, and our other mate went an evening with Gary Neville. Doors opened at 6:30 or something like that, but it was in Altrincham, I think. And we obviously had to get from Hull. We'd all finished work, get from Hull into Altrincham for. It was 6:30 or 7. Doors open. So we was like, doors open don't mean nothing, you know. We'll get there when we get there, and I'm sure it'll be fine. No, we turned up, and he was like literally in the last 10 minutes of his talk. Absolutely.
So what? Sorry. Gutted. Let me catch up on this. So the doors opened at 7. What time did you get there?
Well, say he was doing a talk for an hour. Like must have been 7:30. 7:30, 7:45. Caught the last 10 minutes of it.
That is mental.
It was awful, yeah. And then it must have been earlier than that because it doesn't take that long to get from thing to. It must have been. So yeah, we set off bang on 5 o'clock after we finished work. It must have been doors open for 6 or 6:30, and we turned up at 7 or 7:30, and we saw the last 10 minutes of his talk, which seemed fantastic. But then we was like, we walked off and we were like, oh God, couldn't believe we missed it. And he walked out behind us. So I was like, oh Gary, can we get a selfie? And he was absolutely fine giving us a selfie. The only problem is when he went to take the selfie, I wasn't in the picture. I was on the wrong side of him. So he took the picture, and luckily he looked at it before I did, and he went, "You're not in the fucking picture." So he had to angle it around for me. So yeah, I met Gary Neville and embarrassed myself.
Fair play.
And do you know what? I'd have been too anxious.
Was it worth the 4 hour? Was it worth the 4 hour round trip?
Probably was at the time. We had a good laugh in the car, but I'd have been too anxious. If Gary Neville hadn't said, "Look, mate, you're not in the fucking photo," I'd have been too anxious to say, "Mr. Neville, I'm not in the photo. Can you please retake?" So then I'd have been real pissed off.
I had an embarrassing moment getting a selfie retaken, actually.
Oh, with who?
With Johnny Marr.
Oh, yeah.
From the Smiths.
Yeah.
I took a picture. I wasn't happy with that, so I was like, should retake? And he said, you're taking up a lot of my time now, mate.
No. Oh, Mr. Marr. Mr. Marr, that's fucking hell.
Well, I had been doing his head in about football before that.
Okay. That's rude, though, isn't it?
And I was hammered.
Oh, really? Okay, maybe that's on you.
I think he doesn't drink as well, so it was probably very annoying for him.
Yeah. How long was you with him?
No idea.
Did you get the second photo?
But is it? Yeah.
There you go.
But
you don't ask, you don't get, boy.
It was about 10 years ago, so the quality of picture on phones then wasn't great.
Fuck's sake.
But yeah, I got it.
Yeah, he's got it. He's secured it. Don't worry about it. It's hung up on his wall.
He was with the No to Hold Tigers badge as well.
Oh, really?
I got a few selfies with people with the badge.
Get the badge in.
But like,
Harry
people completely unrelated to football.
Oh man, yeah. Have I had any other selfies? When I was in Newcastle for uni, I was in Eldon Square shopping centre. Peter Beardsley, who was like by that point fucking 97 or something like that, walked past me and I shot at him.
It's time to call it a day, isn't it?
Yeah, probably. Oh, he don't like the compliments, does he? He don't like the compliments.
No, I'm a legend, but
yeah. Oh, too far. Yeah, so let's wrap up. What we got on? He's gone.
What I thought you were going to read out one of your inspirational quotes.
Oh yeah, shit. Why's your camera gone? The camera's gone.
It's because the light's gone off.
Okay. I paid your electricity bill. What's going on?
No, I mean from my computer. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna leave you with an inspirational quote. Here we go. Okay, that's the same one from last week. Every day I learn, I improve. That's unfortunate. What the odds of that? Well, 1 in 100 actually. So okay. I think I read that one as well.
What's because you haven't shuffled them, you mad cunt?
I ain't shuffled them. Here we go. Let's split the deck. Okay. Time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. Good night. God bless.
It always cuts out when you read it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time.
Okay.
See you later.
Are you reading these? All right, fair enough.
Yeah, just drawing them myself. Right. Always a pleasure, folks. See you on the next one.